So we decided to stain the table, but we used this gray stainer and I just did not like it. It kind of took away the look of the room. So we went with this pecan stain, which was a lot better than the light gray stain that we used. Okay, so the room is finally completed. Well, as far as like the building of it, there's still some things that need to be fixed. Like this giant hole here, it's supposed to be a window with the air conditioner. I just didn't know that it wasn't in my budget to put the window. So I'm gonna have to get that separately. But I'm probably not gonna get an air conditioner just yet. Probably just save my money for a heater since we only have just a few weeks left of summer and it hasn't really been that hot. And I have this ceiling fan up here, so I should be okay. I'm just gonna cover it up and put a window, and then once it starts warming up again, then I'm gonna do the whole air conditioner thing since a plug was left for it down here. So I was planning on doing like a craft room tour, but the room isn't organized the way that I would want it to. So if I were to do a craft room tour, then I wouldn't be able to upload this video now, since against this wall here, I want to do some long shelves or maybe cabinets. I'm not sure yet. But a lot of my stuff that used to be in drawers is now in these little tiny containers, as they are over here too. So yeah, I still need to organize that. They have some type of organization, just not as neat as I would like it to be. So I'm gonna just do a quick scan through the room. I mean, if you don't want to see this part, that's totally fine. But just like a quick scan through. Like over here, I have, in those containers, they're empty, just the bottom two have my twine that I use for, is that what it's called? What I use for my banners. And then right here in this box, I have these ceramic frames that I've been holding on to from Michael's. Here are my bookmarkers. These were given to me by a friend of mine when we did a swap last year, and then some of these were made by me. And then I have that cute little container I've had for years. And then actually in this box here, under it, it's my albums. So when I get my shelves, I plan on displaying that. And these are all my ribbons. I used to have tons of ribbon, but now I just hang on to the ones that I use often for my ribbon bows for my Bible journaling. So that's basically all I have. And then down here is just random. I mean, there's so much that was in drawers. Like this middle container I know has tape, bottom has pens and glue, cards. I mean, there's just a bunch of random stuff. And then on this side, this is a TV stand that I got from IKEA a couple years ago, and it works fine for my 12 by 12 paper pads. And what I want to do here is focus this on being just a paper station. I want all of my paper to be found right here. I was thinking of hanging this up for maybe, I don't know, like my printing paper or my sticker sheets, but I'm a little unsure if I want to do that just yet. So I haven't hung that up yet. And I have an order of how I have my paper, so maybe this will be helpful, since I know 12 by 12 paper pads are kind of hard to keep organized, you know, because as you use them, they do lose their shape. But this is how I have them. Like the top row, I have my fall colors and my anything that's similar to fall, like heritage. I know I would pull that out for something fall. And I write the name on there and just, you know, tape it. It's really easy to do. I just do that so I don't have to dig through all of them. I know what's what. I plan on getting 2 more of those containers, and something new that I'm gonna start doing, hopefully it helps me, because when I'm left with paper scraps, I put them inside of here, but then after a while, so much of pulling them in and out, then this thing tends to like raise like that because of all the paper scraps thickness up here. So what I want to do is I want to have one of these on each side, so anything that is small, I can just fit in here, and I know that they're all within that category. So that's something I plan on doing now. And then down here I have all my Christmas paper pads. Most of them are paper pads that I buy from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They're not the ones that I order online, because most of the times when I order online, I do them as a kit. So I like to keep that separately. And then over here are all of my solids and glitters, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the container there. And then these down here are floral, spring, just super girly prints and birthday prints. So I'm gonna be doing that. Hopefully it works. This area right here, these are my sticker sheets. They're all in this thing from Daiso. I plan on getting more of these because I have a lot of solids that are 8 by 11 that I did not get to unpack. They're still in that container right there. So once I get more of these, then I'm gonna put that, the whole table's gonna take over with that, I'm pretty sure. And then these boxes here are just stuff from, you know what, I thought this was, I think this is from my shelves. I had these shelves with a lot of like different scrapbooking stuff I haven't used in years, so I put it right there, and later on I'll go through it. But I know these two right here are my newest unboxings that I've done, so I just want to keep them there so I know to work with that. And then this holds all of my glitter canvas sheets and my foam sheets. And then this bottom piece right here holds all of my 12 by 12 cardstock stickers, which it wouldn't be down there. I just have it there for now because I haven't figured out where I'm gonna put that yet. And then over here, I have my printer, the ink to the printer, and just random stuff because, like I said, right now, I don't know where things belong. And then that right there are just like the newest the newest fall stickers that I've purchased. And then I want to make this whole section here, I want all of this to be just Cricut and shakers, anything of that like embellishment. Like right here I have all of my die cuts, and then the latest ones I've done, my small die cut machine, and then right here just some random scraps I have from die cuts. And then in here, I need to go through this. I've had this container for a while now, and I just add things to it. I haven't even gone through what's inside. It's just random stuff, I bet. So these are my paper flowers and just other containers. You know, once I get this room more organized, all of this is gonna be much better, and I'll do an update video for sure. And then over here I have my Big Shot, and then I have my Cricut Maker. So this table was built to be at my waist level. A little bit, yeah, it's at my waist level. And it's a stand-up working table. I can also get some bar stools and just work on bar stools. And I chose to do it like this because I sometimes don't have the right room for fabric, and sometimes I want to make fabric stuff, and when I see that I have just a small desk, I just get lazy with that, and I'm like, never mind, I'm just not gonna do it. And I like that this can all be a work area, and I want to switch from sitting, standing, sitting, standing, because I notice I sit too much when I work, and so that does hurt my lower waist. You know, it hurts my knees, my legs. So I want to make sure that I have a little bit of mobility, that I'm going from here and here. And then it gives me extra storage down here. So yeah, I was able to store down here things that I rarely use. Like that one in the back is just empty clear bins and empty bags. So, you know, that's just out of the way. And over here, I just have these 2 bins and my board that I sometimes use for pictures. And then since I really can't reach over here, I was like, you know what? I know I'm not gonna work on that area. It would be impossible. So I just put stuff that I don't reach for often, but I don't wanna put it away because I wanna know that I have it. So I have my laminator and my extender to my sewing machine. And then just other tools like the laminator sheets. Forgot what else I put in there. I think I put in there some like punches. I haven't used in a while, but you know, just want to hang on to them. And then this little area here, I don't know where to put these stuff. They kind of just, you know, random stuff. So I need to find a place for that. And then over here, I have my glue gun and my little blow dryer and the plate that I use so I can catch all the glue on there. And then these little containers, these makeup box containers, they're just embellishments that I've cut with my Big Shop, and they're like the latest ones that I've cut. So I want to have them there because some of them are on my Etsy, so that way I don't go crazy looking for them. And then my desk is pretty big, and it is gonna be a work area too, but I mainly want to use this for my sewing machine. My poor sewing machine, I rarely use it, just out of the laziness of having to pull it out and put it on a desk. So I want to make sure it stays there. The foot pedal, I'm going to connect it, and I just want to make sure it's there because there's so much I can do with it when it comes to small projects and you know, just adding details, and I tend to just not do it because I get lazy to pull it out. So now that it's there, I'm hoping I can do much more with it now. And then I just want to have my tools that I use often. So I have my highlighters. So when I do my Bible journaling, I have my highlighters there. I have my most used pens and pencils. And then I have my tiny attacher, my hole puncher, you know, just stuff that I use often, and my cutting board and my scoreboard, and then my long arm stapler too, and then just other random stuff. And then above here, again, I cannot reach that, so it's not something I'm gonna be needing. So I just left up here I have these traveler's notebooks and little spiral notebooks. I think I probably used up already, so I'm just gonna leave them there. And I did this I Love Lucy little postcard embellishment, and I just love it, so I'm gonna display it there. My clock and just a few other stuff right here. And then this is also display up here, and then my Bibles, my workbooks. These are like my most used ones, so I made sure I keep them in here with me. We do have more books, but I'm gonna keep those in the living room. This is what I need to have here with me. So I have my very first journaling Bible, which I did a video on that. The second one is also a journaling Bible, but it's a chronological journaling Bible. It was a little hard for me to keep up with, but every now and then I do pull it out. My study Bible, a couple workbooks, my planners, and my, what is it called? The Bible study Bible. And then these are albums that, well, this one was a planner, but it's so pretty, so I just keep it there. And then this is an album I'm working on when my husband and I went to the Warner Brothers Friends Cafe. So that's something I'm still working on. That's where I got this mug from. And then the recipe book is something that I've been wanting to get started on, hopefully soon. And then just a few more books over here, devotionals, and my illustrating Bible, and my newest journaling Bible, my reading Bible, and my 100 days devotionals, my church Bible, the one I take to church with me. And then these two albums are a friend of mine. I keep them there because I don't want to misplace them. And so I have a few other albums here that I have not worked on. This one, it didn't turn out how I expected it to, but I do love the front cover. It's just the inside I got my measurements wrong, so that's something I'm gonna do over. I have my knitting yarn over here. I don't knit. I only have them because I was going with these right here for my my rainbows. But I saw these velvet ones and they were so cute, and when Hobby Lobby put them on sale, I grabbed them in, I think, every color, and we'll see what I make with them. I still haven't had a chance to play around with that yet. Then in here is just my latest purchases. I'm gonna just be throwing them in there. And then the cards. So for the cards, because there's so much in them, and I think I use the cards the most out of anything in this room, I want to make a separate video for that. So that's a separate video that I am gonna film right after this one. And yeah, we went through the stuff here and here. So this is an overall view of the room. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Thanks for watching. Thanks for just keeping up with it. This was a process that I felt like it took forever, but it didn't. I was just so anxious to get myself in here. I have so much that I want to do and have to do. So I'm so excited to, just start making stuff and, just create. I have the space for it now. I have the privacy for it too. Sometimes I want to do some of my Bible journaling videos, but before, my craft room was actually our kind of like our dining room, living room space. So there was always noise everywhere and at all hours of the day. So I just couldn't do that, and I didn't want there to be all kinds of background noise when I do those videos. So I'm excited to see what's coming up now that I have the space and all this material to work with too. So thanks for watching, and like I said, my next video I'm gonna go into a detailed tour on these cards.